Okay, so this is chapter 6, problem 34. I did a video on chapter 6, problem 33. You probably should watch that first. I don't want to repeat myself, okay, if you don't mind. Okay, so this is problem 34. We got this data set here. Okay, I'll let you read that. And we're going to check for normality. And as I've mentioned before in the problem or the previous video talking about problem 33, for our purposes, for the purposes of this class, we're going to basically just do we're going to just do a histogram and just eyeball it. We're just going to look at it. Okay, so I'm going to get data here. I'm going to grab this data, copy it, and then I'm going to put it in a Word document so that I can use my calculator. So just bear with me here. Okay, so I thought I'd mention to you also, when you do this, when you paste it into your Word document, you're going to have it, it's going to look like this, okay? It's going to be this weird looking table, okay? That I don't think that's going to work for you. So what you do is you go over here to the paste options and you try the different ones, okay? That's keep the source formatting. That's not going to help you. This is merge the formatting. I don't know if that'll help or not, but this is the easy one. Keep text only. Boom. All right, so that's just the text. That's just the data itself. Okay, so now I'm going to copy that, copy that. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so as I mentioned in the previous one, problem number 33, you just Google it. Google Histogram Maker, and then when you do that, when you Google it, there'll be a million of these come up. This is the one that I happen to use, Social Science Statistics. Here's the website name. Okay, so it's a histogram maker. There's millions of them. So you go over here to put your data in, you paste it there. Everything has to be separated by commas, basically, or by spaces. All right. Okay, folks, I'm having a little difficulty here this time. The program doesn't like the fact that there's no commas, okay? So as a workaround, what I did was I copied this, okay? Then I went to this calculator soup, okay? Pasted it in there, called it a sample, and then said calculate. And as you can see, it put the commas in there for me. And it gave me some of these statistics that I may or may not want. I mean, I didn't really necessarily didn't need this right this second, but you know, it gave me the data separated by commas. And that just saved me the trouble of trying to do the commas myself. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. I select it all, hit C for Control C for copy, go to my histogram maker. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so this is the program or the website that I like. Okay, so we go in here. This is that same data that I had, but it doesn't have the commas. So I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to paste it in again, but this time with the commas. So let's hopefully this will work this time. Okay. All right. Let's hit generate. See what happens. Boom. Still doesn't like it. Okay. Sorry, I spoke too soon. It was fine. It did take it. I was impatient. Let's go back here and I'll show you. Okay, so there it is. It's all separated by commas. I hit generate. Okay, there it is. Okay, so here it is. It's generated it. This is the this is the histogram that it comes up with. It's kind of symmetrical. I mean, it's all in the eyes of the beholder, really. Okay. So this one you'd say, well, it's more or less normal distribution. Okay, now, as I said, I'm not going to test you on this because I just don't think it's that important for our purposes, but I just wanted to share this with you. This same website that I was using before, you can see it's right up here, I Googled it and I found this Kolmogorov Smirnoff test of normality. Okay, so I put in that same data here. It comes up with some statistics that we need, like the mean, the median, standard deviation, and so forth. And then it comes up here and it says, okay, the value of this KS test statistic is this, the p-value is this. I'm not sure what that means in this context, but here's the point. Your data does not differ significantly from that which is normally distributed. So that kind of reinforces my belief. It makes me think, okay, maybe I'm not crazy. Maybe, you know, indeed, this is sort of normal. It's got a sort of a normal shape, okay? It's not exactly normal, obviously. It's not, but it's close enough for purposes of using some of the statistics that we want to use. Okay, so as I said, we're not going to test on this. I just wanted to give you a chance to see some of these online programs. They're very, very easy to use. And I recommend you play around with them a little bit just to kind of get a feel for it. You can Google anything and come up with bazillions of hits, so you can find what you need if you're interested in it. Okay? All right, so I hope that helped.